Here at Northside High School, kind of where it all began for Tae Johnson, joining us now at his elite camp here at Chambers Field. And Tae, coming back to Fort Wayne, running this camp for kids, why was that something that you wanted to do?
That was really very important to me because it's just something I dreamed about as a little kid. And, you know, when I had dreams as a little kid to always just pursue the NFL, pursue football, and just give back to my community. So that's the main thing, you know, just giving back to my community. And I want the younger kids to see all of us together and all of us empowering each other, you know, just so they can get motivation and confidence to go chase their goals. So very important to me, and it feels real surreal right now. It's just something I always wanted to do. So I'm just grateful for this opportunity, and I'm blessed to be in this position.
When did this kind of become, how did this kind of come together for you? Because obviously, you know, we remember you playing here at Northside High School. How did this come together a day like this?
So it's really like, you know, thanks to my agents and people who help me with a lot of stuff, you know, so I can just focus on what I have to do. But I just pretty much tell them, like, what I want to do, and I just give them the vision, you know, and they go out their way and set everything up as far as what times and what dates and everything of that manner. So, you know, just using my team around me and telling them exactly what I want to do, how I want certain things, and they're just going to use their resources to help me put that into place. So that's pretty much how it was, and they got this situated, and we got a great turnout out here today. So I'm thankful for my team, and I'm just thankful for everybody that trusted me with their kids and the young ones. So it just, yeah, it's a lot of things that go into it, and it's a lot of people that has parts, for sure.
Now, you had a breakout season last season at Notre Dame. What was the key to getting on the field and being as productive as you were?
For me, it was really just to keep my head down and work, because in college, you're going to go through hard times. You know, it's going to be hard when you first get there. Like, it was nothing compared to Northside when I got to Notre Dame. You know, it was a big shock for me. And I was either going to quit or say I didn't belong here, which, you know, those are thoughts that I did have. But, you know, I just had to keep my head down and just keep working. And now I understand, like, we have a saying at our school, like, you can let Notre Dame change you, like, if you let it. And it kind of changed me for the best, and that's why I feel like I'm grateful, and that's why I feel like I contributed to my breakout year, you know, just staying down and just going with the flow. You know, I got to go through it, and it was hard, but I stayed down, I kept working, and I always trusted my ability. That was never a question, so it was more about just me keeping my head down and me just making sure I stay focused and staying on my P's and Q's.
You've talked about how Jalen Smith impacted you going forward. You take a look at Tyler Eifert, Drew Tranquil, the guys from the Fort Wayne area that have been successful at Notre Dame. You're that guy now. So how surreal is it that it's your turn, and how important is it for you to represent the 260 at Notre Dame the way those guys did?
It's very important for me. Like, I talk to Jalen a lot. You know, he comes and check up on me every time he's in South Bend. Jesse Bates, a lot of guys that I talk to. So it's very important for me because, you know, I'm learning from them still to this day. So just knowing that I'm the next one who has influence on the young kids and on the community is a blessing for me. And it's, like I said, it feels surreal. It's all I dreamed of, you know. And now I feel like with my influence and with my impact, I just want to help the young kids, you know, be better students, you know, be better kids, and just be better at the sport that we all love. So that's really all to it. I just want to be the best influence and have the best impact on these young kids I can. So that's the main thing for me, and that's the main thing I'm gonna do as being in one of the positions of a guy who made it from the city to the next level. So I just want to keep impacting the youth.
The 2025 NFL draft's in the rear view. There's already mock drafts out for 2026. I saw one that had you as a first-round pick to the 49ers. What's it like to see your name projected as a first-round pick, and how do you handle some of those expectations where now they're leaped upon you to be a leader, to be a guy for Notre Dame in that defensive backfield?
Yeah, it's definitely, the feeling is definitely like a little kid feeling again, you know. Like, it's always been my dream to go to the NFL, and always, you know, I would want to be the #1 pick if I could. But just seeing that, it's surreal, and it makes me happy, you know. It makes me just realize all the work that I put in. But other than that, I know I just got to keep working and getting better every day, and just following following what I've been doing, you know, and just keeping my head down. So I don't really want to worry too much about that, but just keep getting better and working every day just to become the best person I could be, for sure.
You seem taller. We were talking about this. You seem taller than when we saw you in high school.
Yeah, probably I know I got a little wider, I got stronger, got a lot more muscle. So, you know, that's always good to hear. You know, it's not a bad thing. Shout out to my Notre Dame strength coaches and all of that. So yeah, it's not a bad thing at all.
Well, you get taller, I get wider. He's Tae Johnson. I'm Glenn Marini, and that is your local sports report.